heroes in those days, 1980 to 85, I'll tell you that they were real active legislators. The fundamental duty of an MLA is to legislate, not to waste time into panchayat level things. There are panchayats, local authorities to do those small things. An MLA job is in the legislative assembly. Our honorable minister here has been deputy speaker for some time. He will also realize what is the importance of good legislations, good policies to take forward any prosperous or educated state like Goa. And even today, we are nowhere as compared to the newly formed state of Telangana in legislative reforms, administrative reforms, and policy reforms, and the progressive state of Kerala in administrative reforms, legislative reforms, policy reforms, and institutional reforms. I always tell our chief minister, earlier I used to harass a lot Manohar Parrikar by sending him every day one email, and later Pramod Sawant also, he is party president also, he is always, he will get lots of suggestions, ideas, things like that. Have this policy, have this new law in Goa, this is new excise policy of Karnataka, why don't you follow? So we have to, in democracy, constantly be after it, because I am a student of the economics and politics of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Today we pay rich tribute to the architect of Indian Constitution. I was very happy to see that on my suggestion, they immediately agreed to bring and put the portrait here. They knew about it, but they were looking for a portrait, and immediately it was brought, and today it was put here. I really thank the honorable MLA and minister, and also all the panchayats, sarpanchas and all of Kandolim Panchayat, that you really did well by honoring the architect of Indian Constitution here on this important occasion, because that sends a very powerful signal to the full state of Goa that Dr. Ambedkar is remembered today on this occasion, because our hero of the day, the former Speaker of Legislative Assembly, and remember that Legislative Assembly and the member of Constitution Assembly, that is Bhimrao Ambedkar, Bharat Ratna Ambedkar, his dreams, his speeches you read, and you will understand the connection between the ideals of Bhimrao Ambedkar, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, and the life and work and the struggles of this personality in front of us. Lot of connections you can make. Lot of connections. The way Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar suffered and the way he struggled, there are many currents, there are many facets common. And what it tells you, India is a big civilization, but India is also unjust civilization. India is also very communal civilization. India is also a casteist civilization. India is also very superstitious civilization. India has to go a long way before we get truly educated, truly literate, and we do not divide the people on basis of caste or community or religion, but we unite the people on basis of the constitutional spirit that is given in our preamble, that is we the people. That is what Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar said, we the people, not we the Hindu people, not we the Christian people, Buddhist people, Jain people, Sikh people, we the people of India, that is Republic of India. And I really feel great that on this occasion, while I am talking about the former Speaker of Goa Assembly, the personality of the day, we also connect this personality to Dr. Ambedkar, because that gives us a clear idea of how this state has to progress in future. You see his contribution in education. From that, we can get ideas how educational institutions have to be managed. There are certain incidents in his life, like he told the students, just look at the new craft of arborics. And then suddenly the students went around in Shorao, they found the driftwood, they polished the driftwood, they made different types of designs, abstract designs, and Then they had an exhibition, and some of these were also sold. Now, this is a vision of an institutional administrator. A headmaster, I do not consider a headmaster as just the manager of a school and just following the timetable, controlling the teachers, students, looking at the budget. A headmaster is a social engineer. A principal is a social engineer. And his entire life in education, I can tell you, has been spent in using education as an instrument, powerful instrument of social engineering, especially in North Goa. Most of his social engineering work has been done in North Goa. Many a times I meet students from his school, and then I realize there is a difference between other students and students who have taken their education in the school where he was headmaster. That makes a huge difference. You see theatra, because if it is a keynote address, you know that I can tell you one thing. Today, theatre is one of the unique cultural form of theatre in whole Asia. I won't go and talk about world because the Italians will say you have just modified our opera, added some local ethnic elements into it and did this and that, but basically it is modification of Italian opera and this and that. Europeans may not fully agree. Asians will agree, Japanese will agree. They have kabuki and all those type of folk plays. Indonesians who are basing some of these dramas on Indian mythology may agree. Australians, they have absolutely different type of culture, okay, westernized. So they will have to agree. So right from, that 50 countries in Asia you take, there is no match to theatre. And the whole world you take, 200 plus countries, there is no form in terms of lyrics, in terms of composition, in terms of choreography, in terms of music, in terms of use of instruments, in terms of costumes, in terms of overall performance. There is no match to Mandavas. And the best expression of both theatre and Mandav came from your village. Your village. You should be proud of it. Best expression, don't तुमका तो लुईजीन बाबाक, तोमाजीन बाबाक, आयरीन बायक आतांच उलयता आसतना इनफॉर्मली हांव सांगतालें, आमी मोठवे चिंतपाचे ना गोंयकारांनी हाज्या फुडें. आमी मोठवे जावपाचे ना, आमी बारीक रावपाचे ना, आमी व्हडले व्हडले विजन पळोवपाक जाय फ्युचरा खातीर. आनी ह्या एका व्हडल्या विजनाचो पार्ट आसा, आमी गोंयकारांनी संवसाराक तियात्र दिलो, आमी गोंयकारांनी संवसाराक मांडो दिलो. आनी हो गोंयकारांनी जो संवसाराक तियात्र आनी मांडो दिला, तातूंत तोमाजीन बाब, आयरीन बाय आनी कांदोळेचे सगळे जे कलामोगीचे कलाकार आनी बाकीचे जे तुमची किरणां साळगां कितें आहा मांडो आसात ती म्हाका खबर ना एक्झॅक्ट नेम, तांचें कॉन्ट्रिब्युशन आसा. आनी दीस इज नॉट अ स्मॉल एफर्ट बिकॉज कांदोळकारांनी ल्हान करून दवरले आपल्याक. ना आमी कितें केलां, ऑल गोवा कॉम्पिटिशन इज नॉट अ नॅशनल कॉम्पिटिशन, कांय गरज ना. हो फॉर्म संवसारान आनीक खंयच ना.